この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am Frieren today. Brr! No, it's Wednesday and I am here for Frieren's Day and episode 7 of this lovely show we've been watching. Last time on Frieren we watched 5 and 6. We met Stark, young redhead boy with a big axe, who boy oh boy does he have some power to him. We convinced him to solo a solar dragon, and he nailed it, and the animation was spectacular, and there's not much more that I can say about it besides go look at it again. It's freaking cool. It's freaking cool episodes, cool action, awesome dragon. Haven't seen a dragon that cool looking in a long time, maybe ever. Yeah, that's rad. Now our squad is finally together. As promised in much promotional material, our trio of adventurers have formed a party, and, as is tradition, ventured out and ventured forth into the wider world, specifically past the threshold, past the gates of... I'm not sure exactly what's out beyond that. I don't know if it's like clear divide between human civilization and wild wasteland, or if it's just like, yeah, there's some dangerous stuff up there, but there's still people and trade routes and all sorts of things. I'm assuming the latter. I'm assuming that there are still people out there, and we're not just going to be in Monsterville forever, but really hasn't been shown to us. So all I know is that we are crossing a threshold. And I'm going to do a drawing about that while I talk to you about something silly that happened this morning. These arcs are perfect for an arch. Oh, that's so cool. It's got a little line to it so that it doesn't go far down enough for my purposes. Dang! No, my pencil doesn't fit. Aww. Okay, so really it should be about... precision. Man, it's so cool having drawing tools, I gotta say. It's really cool having tools to draw things. Maybe I shouldn't be drawing things that are this fucking tiny, since you can't see what I'm actually drawing. Hemil flowers, ferns. And then, something I haven't done yet. Gonna sacrifice a lead, a graphite lead. So, not ideal with the paper that I have, I think. But for creating big swaths of semi-shaded in texture territory, can't be beat. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do this part, except maybe with the flat. Oh yeah, I can use the flat of the back. That'll do it. I actually like the texture. That's interesting. Through a little portal, a little gateway. I think I'm going to try to erase the line. There we go. So that to me feels more ethereal, more misty, more afterlifey maybe. And I think that fits really well. Yeah? Okay, so I said that I was gonna tell you something interesting about Threshold. For a little while, I've been spending mornings before I record going and finding like an album or a piece of music that's semi-related to the thing and just listening to that, jamming out while I go and shower and bathroom stuff and get ready in the morning and all that jazz. Often I'll just have something that immediately clicks in my mind. For example, yesterday I was watching some ReZero episodes and they had to do with a whale. So I was like, oh my god, I'm going to listen to Leviathan by Mastodon. Perfect album for the purpose. Wham. Also would have been perfect to listen to Flying Whales by Gojira for all sorts of reasons. But I digress a little bit. Today, I didn't know what I was going to look for. And so I started searching for something, and I just went on Spotify and started searching albums, and searched for, like, Gates. Found a couple of albums that were maybe cool. There's a Hammerfall album that's, like, Beyond the Gates, or Past the Gates, or something like that. I was like, okay, that's cool. And I searched for Threshold, and discovered a fucking wonderful prog rock outfit from the British Isles, who are great. And they had an album that was sort of perfectly titled, titled "For the Journey" by Threshold, with a with an image that was like, oh my god, that's what I was planning to draw today anyway. Holy shit. So I ended up listening to most of this album and overall being severely impressed by it and finding it really cool. So this weird exercise that I've been doing of going and finding music that's relevant to the media that I'm watching can end up being really useful because you can end up stumbling upon cool things. I recommend it. I recommend it if you've got a theme or an idea or a title or a word or anything, going and just searching whatever platforms you use across the infinite swaths of artistry that are available on the interwebs. Praise be the internet. You're going to be able to discover music from people that you didn't expect. And that's just a magical thing that I really appreciate about our modern world. So I wanted to throw that out there because, like, 20 years ago, that wasn't possible. It wasn't possible, not even a little bit, to be like, I wonder if there are any bands with songs about thresholds. 4,000 of them. Great. Awesome. That's an untrammeled good in my from my perspective. There's nothing bad about having so much cool access to cool things. I think it can be bad if, like, the platform doesn't treat its artists well, or if the algorithmic tools make it impossible for you to actually find anything new or interesting, which they do. It can be really bad, but overall, broadly, the fact that I can access music from 40 years ago from a band in England called Threshold, cool as shit. It's cool as shit. I want to put this drawing up, and then we'll get to Frieren. There is something kind of wild about that, isn't there? We lived in an era or an age of impermanence for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, but only with, like, the invention of the printing press. Okay, broadly, the invention of literature, of writing, were we able to make ideas and thoughts permanent. Because it's not just that I can go and listen to this music by these artists, it's that I can go and listen to it in its perfect form, exactly as they want it to be conveyed to an audience, recorded as they please with whatever technology they have at their fingertips, which is any. And it's going to remain in that form forever. Unchanged, unaltered, permanent, right? That's novel to human civilization. It's only been happening for a couple hundred years. And I'd say that we have the wealth of reality around us and technological advance and communication and all this shit to credit to it. I think that's really cool. And then when we turn that to the modern day and things that we're experiencing now, the show Frieren is going to be around in 100 years. Media will have changed. Humans will have changed, probably. The world will be totally unrecognizably different. There's no way that anybody's going to be watching things on classic screens. I don't know, but you're still going to be able to torrent a brain chip download of the Frieren story and wow, what a cool piece of media that I experienced in 0.032 seconds. That was crazy. And it will still be what it is. That's weird. It's cool. It means that humanity has become kind of immortalized. We've sort of immortalized ourselves. Individually, we still die and fall apart and fail, and, you know, we're individual ants, but as a whole, so much of what we create becomes permanent, becomes kind of forever, kind of immortal. That's cool. I like collecting these cool immortal things and putting them in my fragile, ethereal human brain. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm driven to do that, but I sure am. It's kind of different from what Frieren is doing, going around and collecting these spells and putting them inside of her immortal mind. But there's something that seems to parallel it. A journey of discovery and wandering and learning, incorporating the artistry and creativity and ideas of other people, making them your own, but also preserving them for the future. Kind of inspiring. For me, as someone who kind of does that in a weird way. It's a pretty cool gig. Pretty cool gig. Okay, let's watch this show. Out beyond the gates we go. I've already expressed that I really don't know what's out there, or what it's going to look or feel like, or how it's going to be. So, nothing to it but to jump on into it and watch episode 7. Episode 7 of Frieren. I've got the episode up and ready to go. There will be 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, which you're currently watching, beep beep timer to count you down, and early access on the Patreon. Did I already say that? I'm not sure. Beep beep timer to count you down after I fix this. Good enough. Beep beep timer. Okay, so that's what I was wondering. I really like the subtle parallax they've got going on there. Okay, that feels like a line that's going to be relevant. Oh, the what? So like Promethean style. Her name actually makes sense there. Flashback, or are we in present day, present time? Flashback, present day, present time. Oh, you have no idea, bud. Yes, encourage the behavior that you want to see. Oh no. Oh no, she has a full servant squad. Oh, there's our like a fairy tale. So that's interesting. Founder of humanity's magic. That's another level to the great mage. You know, before it was like, she's a great mage. Now, that's Prometheus. I wonder if there are any consequences to that. There's so many bits of percussion going. Because they've created so many percussive layers, they can bring them all together and create like... And it's got like a marching snare. There's so many cool pieces to that OP. I just every time like a fairy tale. Engrode. It's clearing a path. It's pretty dope. But then the road wouldn't be clear. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's actually Fern's morals. Yeah, but you would have done it too. Pot kettle. Boy service. Kidding. What is this? Oh, it's water. Dragon. Demons. Oite oite? I don't think I've ever heard that. How old are you? Oh no. You asked for no respect. Not like a servant. No, she's so cruel. So cruel. Oh, it hurts. Nice. So elves are that rare. I wonder if we'll get reasons for that. The classic is difficulty breeding. So in this case, normal Japanese people. So normal Japanese people. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Cool. Huge problem. Yeah, you could literally be the last elf, couldn't you? She wouldn't even know. I'm gonna guess not. Oh, in fact, we see one in the OP. Or in the ED. Oh, wait, is that ReZero? Oh, shit. That dude is dope! She was there for that, right? Uh-huh. Kind of weird to show up to your own party. Hey, you guys saved their town! It's passed on from generation to generation. Tradition. So many statues. A little bit selfish, eh? It's selfish, but it ends up working. Interesting. Oh. Oh. Damn, that hit with the force of 1,000 trains. Oh my goodness, that was good. Hmm. And I've never seen another elf. Hmm. It's hard to say. Stone isn't permanent. Books are. This is the second or third really interesting parallax shot in the episode. Yeah. Uh. Graf Granat. Cool castle. Not great looking outside the castle, though. Oh, we got lots of soldiers. Damn, they look good. This is another one! Another interesting who the fuck is... That's unique. Whoa. What the fuck? Oh shit, Frieren racist? Oh, are they doing meetings of some kind? Ah. Peace envoys. Bing bong. Love the ascot. Calm, cold eyes is right. She does not. Oh, he's great. Oh, he's great. What a cool introduction. But can't be communicated with. Jailbreak, jailbreak. She'll be fine. Fascinating. Just instantly a wild turn of events. Oh. Oh, hi there, eh? Whoa. She's fine with it. No! We need to get you out. We can't stay here for 3 years. We can't stay here. Yeah, but you're okay with being here, and that's just pretty close. They're trying to form a treaty of some kind. No, but that's awesome. Whoa. So they're trying to forge a peace. Okay. Yeah, but if they're completely driven by nature... See, I can't tell if Frieren is racist. Imitation, she says. So it's an evolved trait? To make you falter. No, can we get the proof, Frieren? That's a wrinkle if they don't have to and they choose to anyway. She doesn't like that. Crybully manipulation style. Damn. That girl is gonna get fucking eaten. Your daughter is gonna get eaten. They prey on our kindness, huh? So, we'll see how it goes. But she knows how it will go. Welcome to your new lovely home, little abused child. All will be well. We will learn and grow and joyously become friends and family. Yay! Yay! Things are going really well. Until they're not. Oh, shit. She knew. But why didn't she kill the daughter? Oh, a fundamental lack of understanding. That's a place to start to be a monster. What do you mean? It's just a child. Oh boy. Whoo. Email is dope. Damn, he wanted to believe. Yeah, okay. Emotionless, manipulative, perfect demons. Really cool. Perfect, perfect, perfect. To convince us. Yeah. It's just an evolved behavior. That's so cool! Oh, just broadly. Okay, so we're in the middle of this town is gonna go bad, right? Like, if they're entreating with demons, it's gonna go bad, and Frieren knows it. Maybe the statues everywhere. So she knows. Oh man. Oh man, that's cool. Full mask off monsters. Trick your prey. Uh-huh. They don't want peace. Selfish, selfish. And he died to demons? He's got a sword. In one of your bellies, motherfucker! And you're still willing to treat with them? Guess not. Totally impassive. Okay, we're gonna fight in the middle of the... Oh boy. Probably a bad idea, but cool. What's he figuring out? Deception. They don't raise their young. They don't raise their young. He figured out a way to deceive him. But he's using it to quell the violence for a greater purpose. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't believe it, Dracula motherfucker. Plunge that sword through his throat. No, Graf Granite. You ding dong. It's just a word. Just a word that has enough meaning to make the humans stop killing you. Whoa! This is so cool! Makes him easy to manipulate. Oh. Mask off. Who are you? Oh yeah, the boy. Where is he? Where'd he go? He going after Frieren? That's a bad idea, buddy. It's a bad idea, little boy. Drat! I shouldn't have come here! Oh! Oh. Rad. She can sense them, so she'll surely sense him. Oh, he just came in. There are some things you really shouldn't fuck up, man. You should not fuck with Frieren. How would he know? Fair warning. Oh yeah. Mic drop. Oh god, Frieren. What a mic drop. Yeah, stronger than your boss's boss's boss. Please don't fight me. Doesn't have her staff, though. I don't know if she needs it. Yay! So, no, Frieren. The double meaning! The double meaning comes into play! That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Couple of things to mention. I really love the conceit of the core of this episode once we get here. Takes 8 minutes to really solidly establish the first little chunk, which is about carrying on and memories from the past. And, well, then the rest of the episode is about demons, and it's related. It's not related. These people, some of them have forgotten. Some of them have not. But some of them have forgotten what demons are. Frieren knows. Frieren does not forget. Frieren remembers. There are some really cool compositions. I particularly like the compositions of Frieren in the jail cell, this one, with the really stark angle. I think that's lovely looking. Really quite unique. I'm very impressed by that. And then there were a number of really cool, what I'll call cool parallaxes. Scenes with a really meticulous layering of background elements. Just want to see a couple things about this. Oh, so this bush here in the foreground is not attached to this wall. And this bush and this wall are not attached to this whole background section. And then I think that this banister and these trees are separate as well. Yep. And then each of the trees is separate. Or maybe it's the two back and then the one in the front. Yeah, it's the two back are on one cell and the one in the front is on another. And then the whole background element shifts slightly on its own. So in total, let's call foreground, that's one layer. Secondary foreground, another layer, and then it's all background. And that's it. It's just 3 layers, but they're interspersed. Like the pieces of them that are layered are cut out and placed across the screen, so that it creates this 3-dimensional movement into the space that's like immaculate. It really tricks your eye. The subtle shift of everything, it really tricks your eye. That's freaking awesome looking. I think that's really cool. You know, if we go through it quickly, the 3-dimensionality just becomes so obvious. Look at that. Like that's perfect. Awesome. There are 2 or 3 more throughout the episode that are like that, or on a similar level. And I'm really curious who's responsible for those. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out. I just don't know. Oh, we do see, this is the character who I was talking about, another elf. So there is at least one more. Unless that's from the distant past, so maybe that person isn't alive. I don't know. Some talking about selfishness and doing things for others, and why we leave things, why we complete the whole mission. Seems to play into Himmel's, like, what we leave behind sort of idea, in clearing the whole road instead of just covering the smaller task. The banter between these two is lovely. It's fun. It's very hurtful. Very hurtful. And to the city we go. Big, grand festival. More than enough time for something to pass from memory. But we all remember those heroes. Partly because of his ego. But also deeply sweet. This line hits. So you won't be alone in the future. And everyone sobers. This is reality, not a fairy tale. Remember us. Don't let it just fade from your mind. Hey, you look pretty familiar. Oh, there's another one, Parallaxy. Okay, I gotta figure this out. What the fuck? Okay, foreground trees. 1 layer. Looks like. Could be 2. No, it's 1. Foreground trees is 1 layer. I guess if I jump forward, it's easier. Background back. 1 layer. Foreground block of stuff. 1 layer. Background far distance landscape. Another layer. God fucking damn, that's good looking. Like we're coming around a curve in the bend, so it. These are really cool, guys. These are really cool. Graf Granat's domain. Lovely place. Not great right outside it. Clearly scarred. And still in the midst of fighting. I really like the conceit of this episode. What I mean is, I really like that we stumble into another conflict that we're not necessarily related to. Our presence in this town doesn't cause this conflict. We just walk in and there's already an event going on. It feels lively. It feels real. It feels like the world isn't just reacting to our characters, they're reacting to the world. And then it segues into an extraordinary reveal about the nature of our world and the peoples who inhabit it. Demons they're demonstrated as something unlike any fictional demons that I've seen. Closer in some ways to some traditional depictions of like devils, or not traditional, but maybe even modern depictions of devils. But this idea of being purely manipulators, purely evil, and completely able to lie and fake it, but not like morally evil, just monsters, just hungry, and just using words to reach their goals, not even understanding what they mean. What is a father? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's a magic word. That's fascinating. They're like well beyond psychopaths. Well beyond that. It's psychopaths do the same thing. They see their charisma and verbal skills and charm as tools to manipulate other human beings because they don't see the value in those people. This is steps beyond that. Truly, we are only prey to them, and they have only evolved the speech aspect to convince us that we can be friends so that they can kill us. That's awesome. And it raises some interesting questions when it first starts happening because we don't know that information. We should trust Frieren, right? She's our main character and she knows more than anybody here. But at the same time, it's curious. Nobody else is reacting exactly this way, and these people don't seem maniacally evil and murderous off the top. So there's a genuine possibility at this point in the episode that maybe Frieren is fucking racist because she was fighting demons for a while, and maybe demons aren't all that bad. Nope, they're bad. They're really bad, and they're completely unsavable. That's cool. They're going to lie and cheat and steal and make it as emotionally difficult for their enemies as possible to fight them. Connect with you after figuring out your deepest fears and losses by claiming to have similar losses, claiming to connect in some way when that's just a scheme or a ploy. Really brilliant. Their slow movement and soft-spoken voices and careful, methodical nature gives an aura of the creeps to them, but it's the big reveal that really does it. And showing us that scene in the flashback makes it kind of it's without question. Demons bad. Demons real bad. And even beyond that, demons are just a categorical grouping of all monsters who have speech. It's not like one family or one group or anything like that. It's any monster who has speech becomes demon. I wonder, there is a line that she says. This backstory is amazing. It so perfectly demonstrates the lack of comprehension. It understands you want to kill me, and it understands you want to kill me because I killed your daughter, but it doesn't understand that replacing that girl with another girl and murdering somebody else would be wrong? Is that wrong? Weird. That's weird. I just want peace, so I'll murder more people until there's peace. It makes a lot of sense why they would end up in a long-standing, unending war, right? It's the only default that they could possibly have. To them, peace just means no one trying to kill them. Solitary creatures by nature. Why, Mom? It works. It works. Okay, defined monsters capable of speech as demons. And then we get this line, they're descended from monsters who would cry help. Emono is prey. Monokage is shadow monster. Because kage on its own is shadow. But why monokage? I don't... Because that's like monogatari, but that's... I don't understand. Form, shape? Mazoku. I thought there might be some wordplay here. But, just because I heard emono in there, I was like, demon? But of course the Japanese word for demon is mazoku, and I don't see wordplay here. But they are descended from those who would cry help. It reminds me of, in Made in Abyss, the creatures who are like, I'm dying, help me. And no. But a great tactic. A really great tactic. An accurate description. She understands the truth. The only reason we would speak the language is to deceive and destroy. So we focus so heavily on all the elements of this room, because that's what Draculizant is doing here. He's, as soon as he's in a difficult situation, back up against the wall, he looks around. He spends all this time evaluating, thinking, looking. I wonder what words I could use to manipulate this human so that I can get what I want and kill them all. It's cool. They're not like predatory monsters who can't restrain themselves. They are ambush predators, like planning hunters. They have the ability to like hold themselves back in order to make a bigger plot that has grander rewards. But that's the closest to humans they come. To plot and scheme and reach their goals. To avoid killing in the now for 2 killings in the future. I guess demons would succeed the marshmallow test. The blood heart test. I don't know what you would give to demons to make them really enticed, but, you know, I think they would pass the marshmallow test, which is really interesting and scary. It means that they're really quite capable and possibly strategic, but also, well, they grow. It seems. He is more competent and thoughtful and knowledgeable and a better liar than either of the other two. And he knows that it would be rash to go off and do something on his own, but your boy Darnell, or whatever his name is, Drat, your boy Drat, is not that smart. This is a cool visual. I wonder, they must have CG'd all these together? Why are they all headless? Oh, because she's Aura the Guillotine. She cuts off all their heads. These are all probably human soldiers that she's guillotined and raised. That's my guess. That's cool. Okay. And so he's off to 1v1 maybe the most powerful wizard in the world. And she clicks her feet together. Is like, are you sure you want to do this? Shouldn't be sure. Well, I was sort of planning to just watch one episode today, but it turns out that this is like a 2-parter, and I really want to see what goes down with this demon, and what it means when Frieren is like, hey, you know, I'm really powerful, you maybe don't want to fuck with me, and then somebody decides to fuck around and find out anyway. I want to know what that looks like, so I will take a quick break, and see you in just a second for episode nexto, which is 8, I believe, of Frieren. See you there. Peace. Oh, Drat, I think you're going to regret this. Let's see how much. Beep beep timer. Dorato. Hmm. Nah. Nah, you seem weak. Shit. Doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, really casually. Uh-huh. Yeah, what about not humanities magic? But yeah, you fucking you turned your back to her, you ding dong. Gonna take the rest of you too, bud. Wow, with her hands. No. Was that wind? What magic was that? Oh shit. Oh shit, no, it's gonna look like she killed the guard. The evidence is gone. Another cool frame. Hello! Oh. That's bad. Yeah, by magic. So we're gonna have to force them to go mask off in front of Graf if we want him to align with us, right? Of course, I think Frieren could just go and kill the rest of them. I keep forgetting to look at what's reflected in the red gem. Because there's, it looks like a female character, but with, like, weird markings. Maybe a demon. Oh, there is another elf. There's that guy. And her. Hmm. Borgar. First time eating a Borgar? For now. Hell yeah, Fern. Dude, she just chugged that burger. I didn't realize you could chug a burger. She's just gonna appear near you. We don't have years to spend. You might. Okay, he knows Lugner's a problem. Hmm. Not even rats. Damn. Now you know what the dragon felt. Oh boy. No! No! Stark! Stark! Just like Hyson. No thanks. Yeah. It's not P, I swear. They have crazy eyes. Hmm. Does he know? And hasn't communicated. Uh, why? Do you suspect us or something? Hmm. Interesting. She wouldn't have done that. Wow, Graf is smart. Where's your boy? Where'd your boy go? Man, don't do this solo. Don't do this without magic backup, Graf. Is he making another drat? Nope. Oh, jeez. Fucking horrifying blood magic dopeness. Oh, that's cool. Graf, get the fuck out of here, bud. You can't fight this guy. Oh, he's gonna break his son's sword? Hmm. Of course. Hmm. No! No, it's too poetic. Wigner's a problem. Where is Frieren? Oh, there she is. What? No. Hey, hey. Are we being watched, or are you just telling us where to go? Okay. Aren't you in jail? Hmm. Killed a guard, too. Yeah, you should just go. Should have just gone to Graf. Yeah, makes sense. I'm out. Screw it. No! We've got things to do! We can't just let them kill everybody! The hero wouldn't allow it! Well, ah! I think you actually might. Got him. Yeah, you're too down on yourselves, kids. Can we still have some help, Frieren? I really don't want to die. Alright, I guess she's testing us. She'll be watching from the wings. Okay, Frieren, you're gonna get your friends killed. What are you going to do, though? Gonna go straight after Aura? Whoa. What? Oh. Oh. A headless army waiting. Oh, she's hot. Oh, no. That's the character that shows up in the OP. I just asked and answered. What a lie, Frieren. What a lie. I hate fighting powerful opponents. Big grin. Rough. I'm so waterlogged. Yeah, freezing, heavy, wet. Can you do a dry off magic? Nice. Parkour, parkour. She can fly, dude. Damn fucking mages. Now it makes sense why Ison got so good at running on walls and stuff. Cool. Love me a good infiltration. Okay, so they're gonna end up walking in on a situation where Graf is kind of down and in the clutches of this guy. Oh, nice. Oh my god, mundane magic is so cool! Ah, it's so cool! Oh. Rad. Oh. But individually, so they don't share or pass that on. The lights. Oh, it's the barrier. Wow. A piece of your, yeah. Ooh, a little growing thing. She gonna put a barrier around it? Ah, like layers of draped cloth. Hmm. Pass down. No. Alright. Whole town against one guy who's already lost his son? He'll be fine. I believe in the strength of Graf Granad's heart. Maybe it's the pendant. Hi there. My name's Stark. I didn't pee myself. I promise. Oh. Yeah, man. Hmm. Mm. Yo, Stark, did you just become a Castellan? Oh, he's going for the axe. That's what I was thinking. Just break the chair. Fuck your chair, bro. Oh, hit it! Hit the chair! Fuck, where's Fern? Shit, fuck! Oh, he's just disregarding you. You're gonna regret that, motherfucker. My name is Stark. I have an axe, and I'm gonna use it! Nah. Let's go! Fuck you, bud! Yeah, but he's a blood mage. The more you cut him, the more he bleeds! Fuck. Can we get a Fern assist, please? He loves monologuing, despite not seeing any value in words. Who says I'm alone? Who says I'm alone? Eh? Can't detect her. Too late. Way too late! Have a Zoltrak, motherfucker! Hit him again! Oh, no. Correct. That's Zoltrak. Yeah, mage versus mage, let's go. Have they not actually evolved because they're not communicating with the rest of the magic world? Yeah, but then we overcame you overcoming it. Do it. Stark. All right. Demonkind overcame Zoltrak? I wonder what that really means. Oh. Oh, stupid tracky bullshit. I don't think you can, girl. That's what he means. So it's become her own. Have you now? You should have recognized her then. We're gonna get that name drop, aren't we? Ah. Oh, she's just going straight for the beast. Hi. Name's Frieren. Soul no Frieren. Fucking awesome. Rad. Super rad. Gotta hate a genius. Especially a genius who actually accumulates knowledge, too. Kind of flies in the face of your bullshit like, demon magic is so much better because we compile it, and human magic doesn't have the magic to it. It doesn't have that feeling. It's like, yeah, give it a couple thousand years, and a genius who can, invest into multiple skill trees in magic and, like, be good at everything. You're fucked, man. You're fucked. Get wrecked. I feel like we've backed the right team. Team Demon seems like they're not gonna have a good season. Next time, we meet Oda, the guillotine, head chopper and body controller. I wonder what her magic is. Probably all invested into control magic. So demons have a fatal flaw. They are arrogant. I think. They also look down on humans in general and magicians in general. They believe themselves the best, but only because they sort of exist inside a vacuum. Lugner is old enough to remember that they've been trounced before, but the others aren't. And so they do silly things like turn their back on a powerful mage, and then lose their shit, lose their composure, and get full tackled, like wind magic into wham, physical force. I wonder if that's like spells used to make her stronger, enhancement style abilities, or if she's just physically powerful. Either way, blast of what looks to me like wind magic. And we enter into a complicated situation with the dead guard. I really like this frame. There are still a lot of really cool frames. Really lovely shots with great composition and great light and shadow and just really cool stuff all the way through. Our characters are split and have to decide what to do. Go talk to Graf Granat, terrified of Lugner, and then poor Stark just can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. Nervous and shaking is valiant. I really like that. I really like the way that they've drawn eyes as well. Lugner's in particular stand out, I think, over and over. And then they're immediately willing to disregard one of them who failed and regard them as foolish and stupid, not a sign that the person that they were fighting is maybe strong, right? This continuous disdain doesn't just extend to humans, it extends to the demon kind themselves. They're just willing to write anyone off as like, oh, you were a fool, I won't make the same mistakes. This ends up being really cool and really tense and really intense, and then it whips, pun intended, into a bloody mess, and it's gorgeous. The three-tone blood is really good looking, first and foremost. I want to mention this, because blood in anime is kind of hard to draw well. I just say that it's hard to draw well because the amount of times that I see one color blood, it's really often, one color flat tone blood. Blood isn't flat, it's shiny. It also isn't liquid, it's viscous, just a little bit. So we get this viscous drip with deep internal shadows as though it's beading because of its inherent surface tension, and it looks more like blood. It also helps because we're about to turn it into a wild piece of liquid animation that becomes sort of a solid animation that becomes whip. And that's just fun. This is like simple animation trick, wipe the screen and cut. Oh, we didn't even. I'm wrong. Holy shit. So I saw this and I was certain that right here we wiped the screen and cut out, but we don't. We pull the whole thing. So we pull in, turn around, and pull out all the way through. It's only this blood splatter that wipes, and it doesn't even like wipe from scene to scene. It just pulls out as we go. That's way clever. So it doesn't use the animation trick that I was just going to say that it probably obviously is. It's not. It's cooler than that. Fucking cool. And then a real battle that just has the very obvious feel of a one-sided match. I really liked this moment where he brings this down and it becomes solidified, but like it's shaky, almost like a stick of bamboo or something. And he dinks off the sword. Ding, ding. It's fucking cool. Reminds me of the Bradley fight. Doesn't actually remind me of the Bradley fight, because the Bradley fight is like insanely amazing. But just characters in uniform in an enclosed environment fighting with blades does something to trigger the Full Metal Alchemist Bradley fight part of my brain. It's a cool battle. Now that violence has become the only way, I'm overjoyed. I was waiting for this. This words and swords works better in the English because of the pun, like swords, right? No matter what we use, the weak die. Just like your kid. One trick, and through the side. We are wild beasts. The beasts with a plan. Oh my gosh, Frieren just on her own to be like, I'm not Frieren, no! But saw the situation and decided, it's a reasonable decision. It's immediately what I thought too. I was surprised that Graf Granat put it together. Was like, the mage is gone, the guard is dead, I know it wasn't that elf. Like, there's no chance. She wouldn't have done that. It's cool. I love this too. Why don't you guys do it? What? But we can't. We're too small and weak and we can't. Go for it. See what happens. I think you can do it. Freaking rad. Freaking rad, but very scary because I don't know if they can do it, and they definitely could die during this, right? The people they're up against are no holds barred, ready to murder. So if they fuck it up, they will die, but they're not going to fuck it up. What is this? It looks like the one side of a scale, but she only has the... Oh no, it is a scale. Okay. So she carries a balanced scale, got a little navel cutout, some Cleopatra-esque mega gold jewelry, tiny braids at the end of big poofy hair, kind of hot. Kind of hot. Can't deny. Aura the guillotine, kind of hot. Kind of horrifying, though. The big army of headless men, that's bad. And we see that there's really a bit of a mirror, a bit of a mirrored foil between Frieren and these demons. She's not human either, and is cold and distant and, well, different, has different values. She's also a little bit more pleased to be fighting a powerful opponent than she lets on, or maybe even than she believes of herself. I hate fighting powerful opponents, but she is excited to be back in action. I love that Fern can't help him with any cool magic stuff, and so Stark just has to do grunt work the whole time, climb walls. Brutal. But also really cool. I love a good infiltration, and this is a cool infiltration, from dropping in silently to clicking open the window shutters from the other side. Is so freaking cool. All the best uses of magic are mundane. They're all fucking mundane and awesome. So, most of your life developing a killing spell, and all demons do the same. Dedicate the entirety of our long lives, don't know how long they live, but long time, long enough to all be around still, or is still around and all that stuff, to researching a single kind of magic. I wonder if, like, each demon innately has their magical properties, like a Nen ability or something like that, where it's just what is theirs, or if they sort of choose it as they go. I don't know. But we develop our research daily over years and years, and we will continue growing stronger and stronger. But all of that development is happening outside of the communication of humans. This is the implication that I get from it, and you feel free to let me know if I'm wrong, although maybe don't, because I'll probably find out over the course of the show anyway. The implication that I have is that each demon silos him or herself and only works on their spell as their spell. Some of those might get proliferated, like Zoltrak, because it's really powerful and valuable to probably teach that to a bunch of other people, but it seems like each of them specializes really heavily, and then they rarely communicate or have any reason to. They don't have any family ties or bonds, so there's no passing down of that information. It seems to me that most of the great demon wizards and mages that exist will have had their great inventions and accomplishments and refinements of their particular magics lost to time. The demons know that grimoires exist and go looking for them for a specific purpose, but they don't seem to make any of their own. Why would you? If you're a totally selfish individual, why would you make something to bolster the powers of someone else? And if you're long-lived, why pass things on? You don't need the next generation to take on your work. You can just carry it on yourself. But Frieren is a little bit different. She is long-lived, but in a world of humans, a world that communicates, a world that passes on, and she's had specific mentorships, people who've taught her interesting things that she's been able to learn from. So she straddles the line, but in a way that is obviously far more powerful than just honing in and focusing on your own shit. The collaborative and generational power of human ingenuity is something that Frieren and the human mages can tap into, and it seems like the demons will inevitably fall way behind. And that seems to be what happens when he gets blasted by Zoltrak. The barrier is really cool, and demonstrating or showing Frieren see this past scene and recognize her master's handiwork in the barrier is really pretty. a spell cast by a genius 1,000 years ago, but they lack the beauty of accumulated effort. This is a shitty plan, by the way. Just by the by, shitty plan. This dude has nothing to live for and no reason to cede to your torture. No reason. He's a strong-willed human, strong-willed man. An effective strategy, but, well, now you're on the clock and don't have time to waste, Lugner. And I don't think he's going to give you what you want. Trembling hands are valiant, I think is awesome. Axe to come out to just blast away the chair. No, I refuse. As he gives him, he basically gives him the crest and tells him, go tell the guards what to do. Get the fuck out of here. No thanks. And we find ourselves 1v1, 1v2 against the bad man. You can leave. I'll let you live. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Let's go. I think they've got it. Of course, he gets blasted down and clawed up real bad. But it's unclear whether he intended to. Whether Stark is actually making the play here. Like, could he have just avoided that, but instead decided to take it to bring him here before the window, get him monologuing? Because he sure is monologuing. Alone? I guess you can't detect her at all. She's good at that. Wham, bam, boom, Zoltrak, get fucked. We get this mirroring of Fern to Frieren that will then be reinvigorated at the end of the episode when we have Frieren across the moon. A mere human mage and a spell that's different. It's just normal offensive magic. Impossible! We've overcome Zoltrak! Yeah, well, it's different though. It's better now. We can evolve. We keep evolving. Get wrecked. Blood to track is scary, spooky. Modified to specialize in killing demons, and he starts to put it together. A mage that I've remembered. An elf who struck me once. Truly those eyes are cold and ready to kill. Frieren. So no Frieren. So, among humans, she's known as a member of the hero's party, but among demons, she's terrifying. She's their boogeyman. Let's go! A despicable genius. And a fucking badass who's just flew out of here to go just 1v army the bad person. Frieren's so cool. This show is so cool. Chock full of glorious, really pretty animation, just sort of sucks me into the world. The characters' choices and thoughts and fears and interactions feel real and vibrant. The thoughts behind the characters and the races and the peoples and the ways of life are really well fleshed out. They keep blossoming and blooming and growing into more and more. And the story sort of pieces itself together like a jigsaw puzzle where you're only putting pieces, you're not really connecting pieces, you're just putting them in various places, and then you sort of start to get to see a piece of the whole picture. That's what it feels like now. It feels like we've put enough puzzle pieces down that we can understand what the gist is, maybe, but they're not all interconnected perfectly, not even close. There are lots and lots of gaps, more gaps than pieces. I really like it. I can't help it. I really like the show. It's cool. It's got the coolest magic and variety of magic. Interesting thoughts on what that even means and parallels to the real world. Characters that are endearing and lovable and fascinating and terrible and terrifying and yeah, and pure badassery like Frieren the Slayer, and realizing just having a character from the distant past here to recognize her and not have this like, oh yeah, Frieren is Frieren the Slayer. You know, we walk into a town and everybody's like, oh, Frieren the Slayer. Instead, it's a demon who goes, oh no, I know your name. It just works so much better. Works so wonderfully well. Pretty episodes. I guess that's just sort of a given at this point. Pretty episodes. Awesome story development. Love the conceit of wandering into this interesting conflict that's going on. and a cool, like, journey toward resolution of that conflict. Big thumbs up from me. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Frieren. It's also no Frieren. Frieren at the Funeral, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, and Frieren the Slayer. All sort of wrapped up in one title. I really enjoyed these. I hope you did too, and I hope that you will come and join me next week for the next episode or two or whatever we end up watching, or you can get a little bit early on the Patreon, linked in the description. Check that out if you'd like to. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for more Frieren. Much love. Peace.